But we have a special guest here. As I said, we have an open door policy here at Indy 103.1, and my good friend, Mr. Billy Crystal, has entered the studio.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Billy. How are you, sir?
I'm great. And Scott
Yes.
and Howard, you look marvelous.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah, you know, I know people still love it.
They do. The internet's abuzz about you look marvelous.
Oh, well.
What else looks marvelous? Who looks marvelous?
Who looks marvelous? Hey, Barack Obama looks marvelous. Am I right? That's a good-looking president right there.
Can't go wrong with him.
Yeah.
So, Billy, you've been on Broadway recently, I know.
I was on Broadway. Well, not too recently, about a year ago, but...
Okay, that's recently in my book.
I did my one-man show,
Sure.
700 Sundays. And basically, the 700 Sundays stands for the amount of Sundays I spent with my father before his untimely passing.
All right.
Yankee Stadium.
You don't have to tell me this. Of course, I was there every night in the front row.
I know, and I put you on the list, right? Did you pay 1 red cent to watch 1 second of my one-man show?
Never. You know that I do not pay to see
That's
my
right,
good friend Billy Crystal.
Because you're on the Crystal VIP, Scott.
That's right.
Anyway, lately I've been doing a fun thing. I've been going around. I've been doing outtakes of it, things that didn't make it in the show.
Oh,
and I've kind
really?
of constructed one big piece out of that. So I thought, hey, maybe I try it out here today.
Sure,
what do you
yeah.
say?
A little test the waters.
All right,
Dip
great.
your toe.
Yeah, I brought sound cues and everything.
Oh, how fortunate for us.
So,
all right, Billy, what do we need to do?
Just imagine that I'm on a Broadway stage right now.
Not hard for me to imagine, as I said before, Crystal VIP list. But for the radio audience, imagine Billy Crystal on a Broadway stage. A scrim in the back, I would take it.
Oh, yeah. Lots of different pictures of my life.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so imagine that. Imagine pictures of Billy Crystal's life, and here we go.
I was born March 14th, 1947 in Long Island, New York to Jack and Helen Crystal. And what a childhood. Boy, was it great. Filled with adventure. Oh, and my family. You don't even want to hear about my family. My family was so crazy, they made the Manson family look like friggin' Alvin and the Chipmunks. But that doesn't mean they weren't hilarious. To this day, after decades of being a comedy icon, I still feel that I haven't even approached the comedic heights that my family reached without even knowing they were doing so. I idolized Sid Caesar in your show of shows, but the real one who taught me how to make 'em laugh was my wacky Uncle Leonard.
Oh.
Hey, Billy, can I ask you a question? Is it too much to clean the goddamn bathroom before I come over? It smells like Orson Welles' colon in there. How hard is it to deodorize a goddamn toilet? You take some Pine Sol, you put it in the toilet, and presto, it don't smell like a pigeon stooping a rat on top of a homeless person's back. Now go get me a newspaper. What'd I tell you? He made W.C. Fields look like Osama bin Laden. But my family wasn't the only source of entertainment and inspiration. Now, technically, I was a Jew. But my real religion was baseball. The New York Yankees. The crack of the bat on the ball. The yell of the crowd. The smell of the newly cut grass. These are a few of my favorite things. I studied every inch of the game, from pitching strategies to how they roasted the peanuts. My father got me the chance to meet pretty much everyone who worked at Yankee Stadium, and none of them were more of a kick in the pants than Raul, the Cuban bat boy.
I know you wanna leave me.
You know, Billy, I wasn't always a bat boy, man.
Oh, God.
Before I became a bat boy, you know what I was? I was a killer.
What?
I killed people for money, man. What do you think about that, man? Then, one day, I got hired to kill a baby, man. And Raul don't kill no babies. Because I was once a baby. And if I killed a baby, it would be like killing my baby self, man. So I gave that up. And I followed my dream. And I became a bad boy. That's when I learned how important dreams were. Whether you were Raoul or Kevin Costner. If you lift it, you will get a hernia. I was always meeting characters because of my father. You see, my father was the owner of Commodore Records, the legendary jazz label. I met everybody from Dizzy Gillespie to Billie Holiday, but no one reached out to me more than that singular genius by the name of Miles Davis.
Oh, my God.
Oh, excuse me, Billy. I was just cleaning my horn. You see, I clean my horn because Miles Davis don't put his lips to nothing that ain't clean, Billy. That goes for my trumpet, and that goes for my pussy.
Okay, come on.
My vagina gotta be clean if I'm gonna taste that, Billy. Miles Davis don't lips. Miles Davis lips don't touch the pink. The pink.
Billy.
Stang.
Billy.
What?
I gotta
Are you interrupting me?
This is getting disgusting, Billy.
Disgusting?
Yes.
These are actual quotes that the legendary jazz genius Miles Davis said to me. These are direct quotes.
Said to your father? I'm very confused by this.
Said to me. No, all of these are, it's not clear. They're not talking to me. Isn't he saying Billy?
Billy,
how dare you, Scott?
How dare I? How
bring
dare
a
you?
legend into your studio.
I didn't bring a legend. You
and
just
then
dropped
you disrespect me in front of how many people listen to this?
Possibly hundreds.
Hundreds? Hundreds of people. Hundreds of people who are listening to you disrespect me right now.
I apologize for that, but you can't.
I was on Saturday Night Live.
I do know that.
Analyze this. Analyze that. City Slickers. City Slickers 2, the legend of Curly's Gold, and you treat me like this?
I apologize, but you can't use that kind of language here.
You know
on the
what,
show.
Scott?
Yes.
I'm through with you. And I'll tell you one last thing before I leave here in a huff.
What's that?
You don't look marvelous, darling.
No!
I'm out of here!
Billy Crystal leaving in shame. Goodbye, Billy.